Hi dear students, today in this video I am going to start the second part of this chapter, simple equations. In this video I am going to discuss how to solve the equation by using some methods. That means without going for trial and error, directly we can find the solution of the simple equations. And here there are two major important methods we are going to discuss. First one is by addition, subtraction, multiplication, division done on both sides of the equation. Second one is that moving one term or number from one side to another, that is called transposing. These are the two important methods I am going to discuss in this video. So let's start with the first method. First method is solving an equation by addition, subtraction, multiplication, division on both sides of the equation. Any one operation or more than one operation, depend on that. So when solving an equation, we have to remember the following condition. First condition is, if we add same number to the both sides of equality or equation, it still holds that equality or the equation condition. Equality. So I am taking the example of equality. In case of equality, for example, we can take 6 minus 3 is equal to 5 minus 2. This is an equality. This is not an equation, because to say that is an equation, either of the side of this equality should consist of one variable. Then only we can call that is an equation. But here there is no variable. All are numbers. Because of that, we will simply it is called as equality, not equation. So this is an equality, 6 minus 3 and 5 minus 2. What is the left hand side LHS of this equality? That is 3. Am I right? And RHS is equal to 3. That means left side is 3 and right side is also 3. Value subtracting. So because of that, this is called equality. Both sides should be equal. Otherwise, we cannot use this equalizer symbol. So I am going to add same number on both sides of this equality. So first I am going to add to LHS. In case of LHS, I am going to add 6 minus 3, 7 I am going to add. Okay, 6 minus 3 plus 7, which is equal to 6 minus 3 is 3, 3 plus 7 is equal to 10. Clear. Now I am going to add the same number 7 to the RHS of this equality. What I will get here? 5 minus 2, that is the right hand side of this equality, plus 7. Okay, that is equal to 5 minus 2 is 3 plus 7, which is equal to 10. See, when we adding same number to both sides, we got LHS is 10 and RHS is also 10. So that is 10 equal to 10. So still that equality is old. Even though RHS and LHS changes, but that equality condition still it holds. That is what this statement says. That is the first condition we have to remember. When we adding same number to both sides, the equality symbol will not change. Or the condition of equation also will not change. It is still hold. Clear. Let's take the second condition. If we subtract the same number from both sides of the equality or equation, it is still hold. Let's take an example to understand this. I am taking an equality here. 7 minus 2, which is equal to 13 minus 8. This is an equality because left hand side is 5. 7 minus 2 is 5 and right hand side also 5. 13 minus 8 is also 5. Clear. Now I am going to subtract same number from both sides. I am going to subtract the number 4 from both sides. So what will we get? LHS. In the case of LHS, 7 minus 2 minus 4, which is equal to 7 minus 2 is 5 minus 4, which is equal to 1. When we subtract 4 from the left hand side, we got the result is 1. Now right hand side we can take RHS. In case of RHS, what is the right hand side of this equality? 13 minus 8 minus 4. 13 minus 8 is equal to 5. 5 minus 4, which is equal to 1. Very simple. So that means we can write 1 is equal to clear. So when we subtract in the same number also, LHS and RHS will be equal. It is not going to change. So that is the thing we have. Same number, that is very important. Next, third condition. If we multiply both sides of an equality or equation by the same non-zero number, it is still hold. That means we can take an example, that is 5 minus 3, which is equal to 9 minus 7. Here LH, left hand side of this equality is 2 and the right hand side is also 2. Clear? 5 minus 3 is equal to 9 minus 7 is equal to 2. Now I am going to multiply by the same number on both sides. What is going to happen? Let's see here. Left hand side is this 5 minus 3. 5 minus 3 into 4. I am going to multiply on this equality. So what I will get? First do the operation given inside the bracket. 5 minus 3 is 2. 2 into 4. Okay, into 4, which is equal to 8. LHS we got is 8. Now RHS, right hand side of this equality, 9 minus 7, that is 9 minus 7. I am going to multiply with the same number, that is into 4. That is equal to 9 minus 7 is 2. 2 into 4, which is equal to 8. So left hand side is 8, right hand side also to be got 8, that is 8 equal to 8. When we multiplying by a same number on both sides, still the equality hold. Now last condition is, you can guess that it will be division. If we divide both sides of an equality or equation by the same non-zero number, should be non-zero. Here also non-zero is mentioned, but in the first two step it is not a problem, because we already learned in the chapter number integers, that is, if a number is divided by 0, it will be not defined. Because of that, we should not divide by 0 other than 0. We can divide by negative or positive integers numbers, no problem. Okay, we are supposed to divide by 0 in case of division as well as in case of multiplication. Because in case of multiplication, whatever, even if the equality LHS and RHS is not equal, if you are going to multiply by 0, the entire term will become 0. So that condition is not effective in case of 0. Clear? So in case of multiplication and division, it should be a non-zero number. It can be negative or positive integer. Clear? That is very important. I am going to take an equality here. 12 minus 4, which is equal to 25 minus 17. This is an equality because left side is 8, right side also 8. 25 minus 17 is 8. Now I am going to divide by same number on both sides. First LHS, left hand side. So 12 minus 14 divided by 4. So what will we get? 12 minus 4 is equal to 8 divided by 4. 8 divided by 4 is equal to 2. Now what is the right hand side of the equation? Sorry, equality. 25 minus 17, I am going to divide by 4, which is equal to 25 minus 17 is 8 divided by 4, which is equal to 2. So here also we got that 2 is on right side and 2 on the left. So 2 is on left side and 2 is as well as on right side. So 2 equal to 2. So here, after dividing by the same number on both sides, still it is whole. Even though the term on the LHS and RHS will change, but that will be equal. So these are the 4 conditions we have to remember while before we going to solve an equation. If we add to the both side or subtract from the both side, or multiply or divide by the same number on both sides. Same number, that should be done on both sides. Then the equality will not change or the condition of equation will not change. It is still hold. Clear? That is the thing we have to remember while we are going for the solving an equation. So with this 4 conditions, we can start to solve the equations. Clear? Let's take an example to solve the equation by using these 4 conditions. Example for exercise 14.4.2, question number 4, option number B. Solve this equation. 10p plus 10 is equal to 100. This is the given equation. Step by step we can solve. So here first thing is that we need to separate this 10p from t. That means this 10 should be eliminated. Clear? So for that, the step 1, we proceed with the step 1. Subtracting 10 from both sides. Why from both sides? Otherwise this equality will change. So what we are going to do in a particular operation, that should be done on both sides. And why it is subtracting? Because here 10p plus 10. So to eliminate, to remove this 10, we should subtract the 10 from the same side, which is equal to 100. Then as we subtract 10 from the LHS, we have to subtract from RHS also. So that we will get a 10p plus 10 minus 10 is equal to 0, because here 10 minus 10 is 0. So 10p will be here, which is equal to, this will be eliminated. That means plus 10 and minus 10 is equal to 0. Then 100 minus 10 is equal to 90. So see, here that 10 is separated, here 10p is separated from the given 10. Now here we have to separate this 10 from this p. For that what we need to do? This 10p we can write like 10p is actually 10 into p, which is equal to 90. So to separate, we should divide it by 10. Then we can eliminate this 10. So depends on the condition, you have to choose the appropriate operation. So that means we need to proceed with the step 2. In step 2, what we need to do? Divide both sides by 10, because here 10 should be eliminated. What will we get? 10p divided by 10, which is equal to 90 divided by 10. Both sides should be divided. That is equal to, so we can write 10p to p, 10 cancel, p is equal to, only p is remaining here, equal to 90 divided by 10 is equal to 9. 0 cancelled, 9 by 1 is equal to 9. So which is the solution? Which is the solution of this equation? Very simple one. Clear? What is the 4 basic conditions we have discussed in the introduction? The other condition we are going to here apply. And one more thing is that if it is plus 10, then subtract it. If a number is added to the variable term, then subtract that particular number from both sides. If that number is subtracted from the variable term, then add that particular number. Just opposite operation. And in case of, if it is multiplied to the variable, then divide by yourself. If it is divided by, then you have to go for multiplication. We will discuss some more questions from exercise 4.2, so that we will get a clear idea how to do or how to solve the equation. Exercise 4.2, question number 1. There are almost 7 or 8 options are there, but I am taking only 3 options here. Very simple question. Question is, give the first step you will use to separate the variable and then solve the equation. So we need to first write which step we will use here, then we need to solve the given equation. These all are simple equations. So first step 1 we have to, here x minus 1, this 1 is subtracted from the variable, so to eliminate or to remove this 1, we need to add 1 to both sides. So add 1 to both sides. So what will we get here? We get x minus 1 plus 1. We are adding, which is equal to 0 plus 1. 1 should be added to both sides. That is, minus 1 plus 1 is equal to 0. We already learned how to add positive and negative integers. Or 1 minus 1 equal to 0. That will be eliminated. So the remaining will be x. This will be eliminated. 0 plus 1 is equal to 1. So x equal to 1 is the solution of the equation. Clear? Now let's take the option D here. This is option A. Option D. What is the step 1 we need to proceed here? See here, x plus 6. 6 is added to the variable, so we need to subtract 6 from both sides to remove 6 or to separate variable from this number. Subtract 6 from both sides. What will we get? We get x plus 6 minus 6, which is equal to 2 minus 6. Subtracted 6 from both sides. So we will get x plus 6 minus 6. That means 6 minus 6 is 0. That means that 6 term is eliminated. So x, which is equal to 2 minus 6. What is 2 minus 6? 2 minus 6 is equal to minus 4. I am not going to explain in detail because we already discussed in the chapter integers how to add and subtract, or the basic operations will be done on integers. Clear? So recall those things to understand this. So x equal to minus 4, that is the solution of this equation. Now the last option I am going to discuss from the question number 1 is option H. Y plus 4 is equal to minus 4. Here you can see 4 is added to the variable, so we need to subtract 4 from both sides. So step 1 is subtract 4 from both sides. So what will we get? We get y plus, y is the variable, y plus 4 minus 4, which is equal to, or 1 minus 4 is on the right side, again subtracting 1 minus 4. That is equal to y plus 4 minus 4. 4 minus 4 is 0, so y only. Equal to, y is separated from this 4. Minus 4 is equal to minus 8. Clear? So this is the solution of the given equation. Clear? Now let's move to the second question. Same as the question number 1. Give the first step you will use to separate the variable and solve the equation. 3 options I am taking from here also. First one is option A. Step 1 I need to do. Step 1. What is step 1? Here 3L. 3L equal to 42 means 3 into L equal to 42. So this 3 is multiplied to the variable L. So to separate that variable from 3, we need to divide by the both the term by 3. Clear? In case of multiplication, you do division. In case of division, do multiplication. Like we have done in case of addition, just opposite, that is subtraction. In case of subtraction, just opposite, that is addition. So what we are going to do? Divide both sides by 3. We get 3L divided by 3, which is equal to 42 divided by 3. So what will we get? 3 is cancelled. 3 divided by 3 is gone. So the remaining on the left side, L equal to 42 by 3 is equal to 42 divided by 3 is equal to 14. So L equal to 14 is the solution. Next option B. B divided by 2 is equal to 6. So here B divided by 2. So to eliminate 2 from this variable term, we need to multiply it. So step 1 is multiply both sides by 2. What will we get? B divided by 2 into 2, which is equal to 6 into 2. 2 to cancel. That we will get a B is equal to 6 into 2 is 12. Very simple. B is equal to 12. That is the solution of this equation. And the last option is option H is 20t, which is equal to minus 10. So here 20t is equal to minus 10 is actually 20 into t is equal to minus 10. So this 2 multiplication is the between variable and this number. So to separate variable from this number, we need to divide it. So 20t divided by 20, which is equal to minus 10 divided by 20. 20 cancelled, t is equal to 0 is cancelled, so minus 1 by 2, which cannot be simplified further. So t is equal to 1 minus 1 by 2. That is the solution of this equation. Now let's move to the next question. Give the steps you will use to separate the variable and then solve the equation. First we need to provide the steps, then we need to solve the equation. It is given like that. So but let's write the steps and solving together we can do. Okay. So in the option A, here 3 is multiplied to the variable and 2 is subtracted from this complete term. So first is better to separate these 2 from this variable term. Then we can go for separating 3. First step will be step 1 is equal to add 2 to both sides. That will be the first step. So just to proceed with the step 1 in this equation. So we will get a 3n minus 2 plus 2. To remove this minus 2, which is equal to 46 plus 2. On both sides we added 2. So 3n minus 2 plus 2 0. So no need to mention that one. Okay, that is removed, deleted. So that is eliminated. 46 plus 2 is equal to 48. Now see, this is also not the solution. 3n is equal to 48. Now 3n is 3 into n, multiplication is there. So in step 2 what we need to do? In step 2, to separate the variable n from 3, divide both sides by 3. So 3n divided by 3, which is equal to 48 divided by 3. Cancel this 3, which you will get n is equal to, nothing is okay. 48 divided by 3, which is equal to 4 by 3, 1, 18, 6. N equal to 16, that is the solution. So n equal to 16 is the solution. So we have written the steps, step 1 as well as step 2, and also we solve at the same time. Clear? So n is equal to 16. Very simple. Let's take this option C also. In case of option C, what will be the step 1? So first thing is that we need to eliminate this denominator 3. So for that we need to multiply it. Here it is 20p divided by 3. So that divided by 3 should be eliminated, separated from this 20p. So for that we need to multiply by 3 on both sides. Clear? So multiply both sides by 3. We will get a 20p divided by 3 into 3, which is equal to 40 into 3. So what we will get? This 3 cancelled. 20p we will get. 20p, which is equal to 40 into 3 is equal to 120. Still we need to separate this 20 from p. What we need to do? Here 20 is multiplied to p. Alright, 20p is actually 20 into p. So in step 2, what we need to do? divide both sides by 20. What will we get? 20p divided by 20, which is equal to 120 divided by 20. So 20 by 20 cancelled, p is equal to, only p will be the 0 is cancelled. 12 divided by 2 is equal to 6. So p is equal to 6 is the solution, and these are the two steps we have done to solve this equation. Clear? Okay, now let's move to the last equation from this exercise. Here it is asked to solve the equations. No need to write the steps, but I will write the steps for better understanding. Clear? So here 10p is equal to 100. 10p is actually, I told you, 10 into p is equal to 100. So to separate this 10 from p, we need to divide by 10 because it is, this 10 is multiplied to p, so we need to divide, just the reverse of that one. So here in step 1, divide both the sides by 10. We get 10p divided by 10p, which is equal to 100 divided by 10. So 10 divided by 10 is cancelled, only p is remaining here. 1 0 is eliminated, 10 by 1 is equal to 10. So p is equal to 10 is the solution of this equation. Now let's move to the option E, that is 3p divided by 4 is equal to 6. Here first we need to eliminate this 4 to separate this 4 from this 3p. So here it is divided by 4, so we need to multiply it by 4, just a reverse of that one. So in step 1, multiply both sides by 4. We will get a 3p divided by 4 into 4 is equal to 6 into 4. Both sides we should multiply it. Simplified, this 4 is eliminated. So 3p is equal to 6 into 4 is 24. Oh, now still this 3 into p is there. So this 3 should be eliminated or separated from this variable p. So for that we need to divide it by 3 because this 3 is multiplied to p. So we need to divide it by 3 by 2. Separate 3 from p. In step 2, divide both sides by 3. We get 3p divided by 3, which is equal to 24 divided by 3. 3 is cancelled. P is equal to 24 divided by 3 is equal to 8. Okay, numerical calculations, try yourself. Okay, multiplication, simple multiplication, addition like that. So P is equal to 8 is the solution of this equation. Now we are moving to the next option. Option G. So in case of G, step 1 is step 1. Here 12 is added to the term which consists of variable. The variable is x, s. So we need to subtract 12 from both sides. Subtract 12 from both sides. Both sides. So what will we get? 3s plus 12 minus 12, which is equal to 0 minus 12. So plus 12 minus 12 plus 12 minus 12 is equal to 0. So no need to consider that. 3s is equal to 0 minus 12 is equal to minus 12. Now step 2. In step 2 what we need to do? This 3 should be separated from this s. That means 3 into s. 3 is multiplied to s. So in step 2, divide both the sides by 3. We will get a 3s divided by 3, which is equal to minus 12 by 3. That is 3, 3 cancelled. S is equal to minus is the 12 divided by 3 is equal to 4. So S equal to minus 4. That is the solution of this equation. So let's sum up these things. What we need to do to solve the equation by this method is, if a number is added to the term which consists of variable, then subtract it, the same number from both sides. If it is subtracted, then add the same number to both sides. In case of addition, you need to do subtraction. In case of subtraction, you need to do addition. Now come to the second thing, that if a number is multiplied to the variable or to the term consists of variable, then you have to divide by the same number on both sides. Or a variable divided by another number, or the term consists of variable divided by a number, then in that case you have to multiply by the same number on both sides. If multiplication given, then you have to divide it. If division is, then you need to multiply it. Just a reverse of that. Addition to subtraction, subtraction to addition. Similarly, multiplication to division, division to multiplication. So these are the things you need to remember while you are going for solving an equation by this method. And now we are going to discuss, that is second method, solving an equation by transposing a number. That means transposing means a number moving from one side to another side. Either it can be moved from the left hand side to the right hand side, or from the RHS to LHS. So this method is actually a short result of the first method. I will explain this transposing method with the first method. After that, we can directly go to solving by this one. I am taking some equations to explain this one. First, I am taking here x plus 6 equal to 0. In case of x plus 6 equal to 0, I am going to subtract 6 from both sides. To separate is x from 6. So what will we get? X plus 6 minus 6 is equal to 0 minus 6. Now I subtracted 6 from both sides. Now x plus 6 minus 6 is 0. That is no need to mention. 0 minus 6 equal to minus 6. Just to compare the first equation given and the result we got, that is. So compare it, that is, when this plus 6 is shifted from the left side, this is the left side of this equation, and to the right side it is become minus 6. Okay, it may seem like that. Okay, it may seem like that. It may seem that plus 6 goes to RHS, it becomes minus 6. It seems like that. That means when this number is plus term is moving from the left side to the right side, it is changed to minus. Numerically that is equal, there is no change, but the sign is changing from plus to minus 6. It seems like that. And one more example I am taking here. X minus 5 is equal to 0. To separate this variable from x, we need to add 5 to both sides, which is equal to 0 plus 5. So in that case, what will we get here? X is equal to minus 5 plus 5 is 0, which is equal to 0 plus 5 is 5. See here, this was minus 5 when it was on left side, but when it is come to the right side of this equation, it becomes plus 5. Actually plus is there, but in case of positive, that no need to mention necessarily. So plus 5. So that means when a negative number comes from left side to the right side, it is become positive number. So minus will be changed to plus, but numerically they are equal. Now come to the third condition, that is 6x is equal to 5. Here 6 into x. So in this case, I am going to divide by 6 on both sides. So 6x divided by 6 is equal to 5 by 6. This is the usual way for solving. Now 6 is eliminated. So x is equal to 5 divided by 6. See here, this 6 was on multiplied to the x. 6 was on numerator, but when it's shifted from the right side to the left side, it is become divided by 6. It seems like that. Actually, we did not shift this 6, but it seems like that. This 6, the multiplication, the 6 multiplied to x is shifted to the right side, it is become divided by 6. It seems like that. That means when a number is with this negative multiplication will become on with the division, or if a number on the numerator of the LHS, when it comes to the RHS, it will be going to the denominator while it is transposing, that is moving. Now the last condition in case of division, I am going to take this example. X divided by 6 is equal to 4, that is an equation. So here 6 is on denominator. So to eliminate 6, what will we do? X divided by 6 into 6 is equal to 4 into 6. This 6 is eliminated. X is equal to 4 into 6. So here see, x divided by 6. This 6 was on, it seems like that this x was on denominator of the LHS, but when it comes to the RHS, it is on numerator, or it is multiplied to the RHS. Actually, we did not take this 6 from the LHS to RHS, but it seems like that. We have done the same operation what we have discussed in the first method, but it seems like that. So that means it may seem that division of the 6 will be changed into the multiplication of the 6 when it is moving from left side to right side. Similarly, the same thing can be happen when it is moving from right side to left side also. Now I am not going to discuss that one. So let's sum up this result by using this transposing a number. While solving an equation, following conditions to be remembered. When you transpose a number from one side of the equation to other side, you can change its sign. If the sign of a number or term is plus, then it will change as minus, and vice versa. That means if it is sign is plus, it will change as minus, or if its sign is minus, it will change as plus. Minus and plus will be changed thereon. And in case of multiplication also will change into division, and division is also changed into multiplication, that is, and vice versa. So here this condition is not given in your textbook, okay, but I am just mentioning this also for the simplest way of solving. Clear? In your textbook only plus chain will be changed to minus, and minus term will be changed to plus. That is the condition only mentioned in the textbook for this method of solving, transposing a number. But this condition also you can remember. I already explained here how it is possible. Now we are going to take this result, a short result, to solve the equation easily than the first method what we have discussed. So I am going to take an example to solve a question by using this method. So this is the example I am going to discuss here. Exercise 4.3, question number 1, option number H. So in the first step, step 1, what we need to do, this 10 should be separated from 6z. So this 10 should be taken from right side to, from left side to right side. That means transposing. So transposing 10 to RHS. We get 6z is equal to 10 is already transposed, minus 2 plus 10 will be minus 2. Plus 10 will be changed to minus 10. Very simple. So 6z is equal to minus 2 plus, minus 2 minus 10 is equal to minus 12. Now we need to separate this 6 from z. So for that, 6 taken to right side, that is transposing. So in the step 2, transposing to RHS. What will we get? 6 is transpose, z is equal to minus 12, this into 6. Numerator 6 will be on denominator, or multiplication 6 will be on division 6. Clear? Minus is only 1 there, 12 divided by 6 is equal to 2. So z equal to minus 2 is the solution of this equation. Very simple one compared to the first method. It is very important kind of thing. And in the higher classes, we are going to do this method for solving the equation, transposing method. Clear? Because if the equation become more complicated, this will be the most easiest. So let's take some more questions from exercise 4.3 to understand the transposing method of solving an equation. Question number 1, solve the following equations. Three options I'm taking here. So first option is option A. In step 1, transposing 5 by 2 to RHS. We get 2y is equal to 37 divided by 2 plus 5 by 2 will be changed to minus 5 by 2. That is equal to denominator is same, so just subtract the numerator. So we will get 2y is equal to 37 minus 5 is equal to 32 divided by 2. 32 divided by 2 is 16. So 2y is equal to 16 we got. Now we need to separate this 2 from this y. So for that we need to proceed with step 2. In step 2, transposing 2 to RHS. We get y is equal to 16 into 2 is there. So that will be shifted to divided by 2, which is equal to 8. 16 divided by 2 is 18. This is 6 over 6. Okay. 16 divided by 2, 8. So y equal to 8 is the solution of this equation. Very simple one. Just transpose the terms one by one and change the sign. In case of plus, minus. In case of minus, plus. And similarly in case of multiplication, division. In case of division, multiplication. Only that much. Now I am taking option D, that q by 4 plus 7 is equal to 5. In case of q by 4 plus 7 is equal to 5, first we need to separate this 7. So for that, in step 1, transposing 7 to RHS. We get q by 4 which is equal to 5 plus 7 will be changed to minus 7 which is equal to minus 2. Now this 4 should be separated, so that we proceed with step 2. In step 2, divide, sorry, here it is divide by 4, so take into transposing 4 to RHS. We get q which is equal to minus 2. This denominator 4 will be changed to numerator. That is divided by 4 is equal to multiply by 4. Which is equal to minus 2 into 4 is equal to minus 8. So this is the solution. Now the third one, F. Option F. So in step 1, what we need to do? First take this 2 to right side. So transposing 2 to RHS. What will we get? 5x which is equal to 25 by 4. This divided by 2 will be into multiply by 2. Okay. Now 5 also should be transposed to separate x from 5. So in step 2, transposing 5 to RHS. We will get x is equal to 25 into 2 divided by 4. This multiply by 5 is there. X is multiplied by 5, that will be shifted to divided by 5. That means comes on the denominator. 25 by 5 is equal to 5. 4 divided by 4 is equal to 1, 2 will be on denominator. So x equal to 5 by 2 is the solution of this equation. Let's move to the second question. Option A. Here this 2 is outside the bracket. So first this 2 should be separated from this term consists of variable that is x plus 4. So this is actually 2 into bracket is the means it is indicating that is multiplication. So what we need to do? Transpose in step 1. Transposing 2 to RHS. We will get x plus 4 which is equal to 12. This multiplied by 2 will be changed to divided by 2 which is equal to 6. 12 divided by 2 is equal to 6. Now this 4 should be separated. So in step 2, what we need to do? Transposing plus 4 to RHS. So x equal to 6 plus 4 will be transposed to RHS, so it will become minus 4 which is equal to 2. So x equal to 2, that is the solution of this equation. Option C. Here 3 should be separated first from this term consists of variable. So for that in step 1, transposing 3 to RHS, we will be having n minus 5 is equal to minus 21. 3 actually 3 into n minus 5. So this multiplied by 3 will be divided by 3 when it is shifted to right side. So that is n minus 5 is equal to only 1 minus. So keep that minus. 21 by 3 is equal to 7. Now this 5 should be separated. So that proceed in step 2. In step 2 transposing 5 to RHS. So we will have n is equal to minus 7. Minus 5 will be changed to plus 5 when it is transposed from left side to right side. Minus 7 plus 5 is equal to minus 2, which is the solution of this equation. Now let's move to the next question, question number 3. So here you can see in option C and D I am taking from question number 3. Here the right side consists of the variable t, but left side is constant. So interchange the left and right sides. So 4 plus 3 into t plus 2 which is equal to 16. Interchange the RHS and LHS, equation number change. Clear? Okay, that also you can try. So always bring the varied terms which consist of variable to the left side for the easiest way of solving or the convenient way of solving. Now first we need to separate this 4 from this term because 3 is binded to this variable. So first separate this 4. So for that what we need to do in the step 1? In step 1, transposing 4 to RHS. So we will get a 3 into t plus 2 which is equal to 16 plus 4 will be changed to minus 4. That is equal to 12. So 16 minus 4 is equal to 12. Now these 3 should be separated because 3 is multiplied to the entire term t plus 2. So in step 2, transposing 3 to RHS, we get t plus 2 is equal to, here RHS is 12 and this multiplied by 3 will be divided by 3. So 12 by 3 is equal to 4. Now in step 3 is to separate t from 2, transposing this 2 to right side. So transposing 2 to RHS, we get t is equal to 4. This plus 2 will be changed to minus 2. 4 minus 2 which is equal to 2. So t equal to 2 is the solution of this equation. Now let's move to the next option, option D. In case of option D, first separate this 4 For that, transpose it. And step 1, transposing 4 to RHS. We get 5 into p minus bracket is necessary, which is equal to 34, plus 4 will be changed to minus 4. That is equal to 30. Now this 5 should be separated, so proceed with step 2. In step 2, transposing 5 to RHS. We get p minus 1. 5 is already moved. 30. This 5 is multiplied into the term p minus 1, so it will become divided by 5, which is equal to 30 divided by 5 is equal to 6. Now still not completed, so proceed with step 3. In step 3, minus 1 should be separated from this p. So for that, transposing minus 1 to RHS, we will be getting that p, only p will be the remaining. Okay, p is equal to 6. Minus 1 will become plus 1 when it is transposed to right side, so which is equal to 7. So p is the solution of the equation, option number D. Okay, so now we are moving to the last question of this exercise. Here it is, solution is given, that is x equal to 2. We need to construct 3 equations. Okay, option number A I am taking. So we can start with the x equal to, start with the x equal to 2. First thing I am going to do is that multiply both sides by any number. Multiplication, addition, division, anything that can do. Okay, I am just taking multiplication by any particular number like 5. Multiplication, multiply both sides by 5. So we get 5 into x is equal to 5 into 2. Both sides are multiplied by 5. So we get 5 into x is, we can write it as 5x. 5 into 2 is equal to 10. Now again I am going to do one more operation, depend on us. Okay, this is also an equation, 5x equal to 10, that is also an equation. But I am going to make one more modification on this equation, that is add 3 to both sides. Adding or subtraction, anything can be done. So what will I get? 5x plus 3, I am adding to the LHS equal to, I am adding to RHS also. But we will get a 5x plus 3, which is equal to 13. So I have got an equation with x equal to 2 is the solution. So just to do some operations, what is the thing you are going to do? That should be done on both sides. That is only condition. I will make one more equation starting with x equal to 2. First step, here I have done multiplication. Here I am going to make division. Okay, divide both sides by a particular number like 7. So what will you get? X divided by 7 is equal to 2 divided by 7. That is also an equation. Now I am going to do the second step, that is, here I have done addition after the first step, addition. So I am going to do subtraction. Subtract 5 from both sides. 5 from both sides. So what I will get? I am writing here x by 7 minus 5, which is equal to 2 by 7 minus 5. Take the LCM, so x minus 7 into 5, x by 7 is there here, divided by 7. Here 1 is the 5 by 1 is the, this also 5 by 1. So we will get which is equal to 2 divided by 2 by 7 minus 7 into 5 divided by 7 into 1. Here 7 multiplied. So we will get x minus 7 into 5 is 35 divided by 7, which is equal to 2 minus 35 divided by, sorry, 7. So x minus 35 divided by 7 is equal to 2 minus 35 is minus 33 divided by 7. This is the equation. Similarly, you will get infinitely many equations. Okay. In textbook also some options are given, but not necessarily to write the same answer. You can find your own answer which satisfy this equation. So just to go through the video carefully, and it's very important area of your class 7 syllabus, because without knowing how to solve the equations, the further studies of the mathematics will be difficult. Because solving an equation is very important in today's life. Not only in mathematics, in the areas of science, commerce, everywhere. So it is very important to know how to solve a particular simple equation at least. So the two methods we have discussed, the first method is just for your understanding. You can go for solving any type of equation by the second method, that is transposing a term or number from one side to another side. So I hope you got clearly about how to solve an equation by these two methods. And in the next video, I will discuss some applications of making simple equations. That is the last part of the chapter number 4, simple equations. So that I will discuss in the next video. That's all for today. Thanks for watching.